Pay no attention to him. Look over here. Hey, look over here. Nothing to see over there. Okay, depending on how long this goes will depend on how long I go. Do we have a display in the back? Not yet. Okay, keep going. I'm just going to talk about Jon-Michael for a second. He's a telecom pro. He's a telecom pro by day and a server hacker by night, and longtime engineer, loves tech. And I went up to him earlier and I was like, hey, Jon-Michael, I want to go up there and I want to brag on you. He's like, well, you know what? You should tell the people that I love breaking things. And I was like, okay, that's not exactly what I was thinking. He said, I'm really good at breaking things and I'm really good at building them back up. And so he's going to talk to us today. Hopefully we can we're starting to get there. He's going to talk to us today about building for the most important metric at all. And I know you're thinking, oh, probably user satisfaction, probably KPIs. Wrong, completely wrong. Building for Twitter clout. He's already here. Please give it up for Jon-Michael.
Okay, so this is me, right here. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. So, and that slide got in there somehow. So this is my talk about building for Twitter clout. And I'm just going to tell you who I am. I am the HTMX Flappy Bird guy. I was here yesterday, or last year. It felt like yesterday. I use the browser for fun. I like to build cool stuff with HTMX. By day, I work with React and Next.js. Yeah, you know. And I'm a project lead for a enterprise management software project. Mouthful. And I just want to ask a question like, how do we currently build modern web applications? You might use something like React or Angular or Vue.js. And your backend might be ASP or Spring or Express, or maybe you're one of those Rails weirdos. But let's not do that. So why should we build things for Twitter clout? I mean, clout, right? A project shipped, which you guys have side projects, you know that a lot of them aren't getting shipped out. So, the new skill, achievement unlocked, right? And then what do tech Twitter people like? Of course, the memes, AI, coffee, lots of coffee, Arch Linux on something that probably can't even run a web browser, and HTMX, of course. Rust, lots of Rust. So what makes a good Twitter clout project? I've come up with a couple things. It has to be viral. You need to be able to share it easily. It needs to be ridiculous and over the top. You should use the wrong technology. That's really important. Low scope, because you don't want to be working on it forever. So everyone knows this. And it needs to be a little bit fun. So that's important for me, to stay motivated on it. And I'm going to show you some because I can projects. You guys might have seen these before. The 1 billion check marks, or check boxes. It's a Delaney project. This is one that's somewhat recent. This is a website that's running on floppy disk. Of course, Doom on a Samsung refrigerator. This is my project, HTMX Flappy Bird. And then here's my Agario project in HTMX. And here's an emoji painter. I don't know why, but it's there. And r/place. This is unfortunately dead now, but it was really neat at the time. And I could see someone building this by themselves. And then here is my newest project, and this is an interactive section. So if you have a laptop with Chrome, then feel free to go to this link once I pull it up. So this is one of my demo videos. This is everything is a div because I can.
Computers are real fast.
So, how did we get here? So I started out and it looked like this, and then I started adding some other elements, and then it looked like that, and then I got here. Very ugly right now. And then that happened. So, and then I started making the map builder, and this just takes in a image and then generates a map using that image. And then I just decided to have a little bit of fun, just put an iframe in there. It's still possible. And then this is me trying to find the actual elements, because everything is relative. So you have to be very careful about how you lay things out. It's not as straightforward as just putting down some vertices and then putting a texture on it. This is some tracking marks just to figure out what's going on. That's supposed to represent where it is, so it's just slightly off right now, and that's very frustrating. And then there's that, showing that it is a div. It's me trying to figure out orientation. Just with, it's very tricky to debug this stuff. And I tried to make the HTMX logo. Kind of turned out okay. And then this is me kind of breaking GoTemple. I found some limitations with it after rendering about, that's probably about 1,000. And then this is roughly what it looks like right now. And then this is a div just going into the 4th dimension, but it's fine. And then here's my live demo. You go to that link, has to be in Chrome, sorry. And then you click the box. You'll be able to actually interact with it. And I'm gonna pull that up. Let's see, okay. It's thinking, oh no. No internet. Hold on. When the computer goes to sleep, kind of lose the internet. Oh, this is gonna be great because I only got 1 bar. Oh my. Oh, this is not good. You know, I had this fear, and it came true. Okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere.
This is not what hypermedia is designed for.
It can do it though. So you can walk around with WASD, and I can see there's a lot of participants in here. I only tested it with like 12, so this is probably more than 12. But I have a little Easter egg over here. Let's just navigate Yep, someone already found it. But this is a masterpiece, and it's actually not showing up very well, probably because I'm on poo-poo Wi-Fi. So that's supposed to say HTMXCon 2025. So there it is. We also got jumping. That's actually kind of hard to do, you know? And the collision's a little broken. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, let's continue on this. Oh. Okay. Why did I do this? Because I was bored. I'm just kidding. Closing thoughts. So the reason I did this was I wanted to actually give myself a little bit of a challenge, because you know, you get to a point where you're not struggling as much, and you have to give yourself artificial roadblocks to actually progress. So, point of this talk is keep struggling. That's what I'm going with. Always be striving for new challenges, stuff like that. But here is where you can find me. There's a GitHub repo. I'm sorry, the code is awful. But yeah, that's my talk.
Nicely done. So I heard Carson saying this is exactly what HTMX is
Yes.
built for. Is
Yes.
that what you heard from
Yes.
up here? Yeah, okay, that's what I heard. That's great. Thanks, Carson. Thanks for the encouragement. So, you told me you like breaking things. It looks like you like making things. So what, like, yes, Twitter clout, but what do you get out of these side projects that seem so fun? It seems like we're not having fun anymore. So what drives you to make these fun things?
I think this is it's out of my normal realm, you know? I get to do something really cursed.
Yes,
And,
truly.
you know, people like cursed things.
Yep. Do you have an idea for the next cursed thing you're gonna build?
I don't actually.
Okay.
Last talk I did, and it was this.
Okay.
So,
Well, if y'all have ideas, come find them. Give it up for John. Okay. Pretty good morning, right? So we're gonna have a break now for lunch, and during lunch there is going to be